folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you from Dead Pit Radio. Today we're taking a look at another release from our good friends over at Synapse Films. This one is for a remake of a H.G. Lewis classic from 1963. One that I had never seen up until recently. From 2016, it is the remake of Blood Feast. Now, this is actually the third remake of Blood Feast. One of my favorites, Blood Diner, is another loose adaptation of Blood Feast, as is this one. Now, this was originally an Indiegogo funded project. I don't know if it met funding all the way. They definitely used partial funding to complete this. And man, like, this is one of those movies that I hadn't heard any positive reviews on. And I was very surprised to see that Synapse Films decided to put this out on 4K. It had a Blu-ray release back a few years ago. Was this one that people were clamoring for an updated 4K treatment to? I don't know. I mean, it's a well-shot movie. The transfer on this is amazing, but the movie itself is not really high regarded. That being said, I still wanted to check this out, support the boys over at Synapse Films, basically see if this Blood Feast is one that I want to attend. Blood Feast from 2016 stars Robert Rusler as Fuad Ramses, who, along with his wife Louise, played by Karen Williams, and his daughter Penny, played by Sophie Monk, moved to France and are running the American-themed Ramses Diner. Now, their business isn't doing so well, so much so that Fuad has taken a night job as a watchman at a museum of Egyptian artifacts. One particular exhibit fascinated him, and he was kind of drawn to it, the Egyptian goddess Ishtar, the goddess of love. He becomes more and more drawn to Ishtar. Ishtar compels him to kill for her, and more specifically, a ritualistic feast to honor her. There's some gruesome death scenes in this, severed peters, ass cheek mutilation, a scalping, and more. But can even that save this movie? That is the question that I'm asking, guys. This movie wasn't so bad that I was like, okay, let's hurry and turn this off. I'm not getting into this or not. But great gore sequences. That's probably the real star of this movie. Ryan Nicholson, who, you know, we knew from the business, who passed away a few years ago, did the special makeup effects in this, which is fantastic. They all looked amazing in this. The few gore sequences in this, which were great, but they could not make up for the rest of the movie, which is just there. It's like, why should this movie was screaming, why should I exist? And there's not really an answer. This movie shouldn't exist. The performances in this were really just dialed in. And I like Robert Rusler as an actor, but come on. Sophie Monk, you can totally tell that she was like a part-time actress for a few years there. Didn't really do that great of a job in this. Karen Williams is probably the most active actor in this movie. She does okay. But man, like this movie was very slow. It's only a 90-minute movie, but it felt like much longer. This is a boring movie. I mean, it's well made and everything. It looks good. It's very modern. It's got a 3.8 out of 10 on IMDb. I think that's being very generous. I don't know if I would personally rate it that high. And I'm questioning, man, I really am. Hey, I'm throwing it out there. I don't understand what the fascination was and why we needed a 4K release of this. If you are a fan of the movie, the Blu-ray would be good. I mean, I am not one that needs to upgrade everything in 4K. That being said, though, this Synapse Films edition, if you are a fan of the movie and you do not own it, this is the best edition to own for sure. But for me, there's not enough meat on the bone here. Great gore sequences and everything, but that simply just couldn't make up for a boring movie. This particular edition here, 4K UHD with the slipcover inside, you have a similar artwork there. Included, you have the Synapse Films, it's still the 2023 product catalog, and the disc there with their buddy Robert Russler on it. There is also reversible cover art on this edition too, as you can see there. And there are some special features included as well. We have an original uncut version of the movie, the Indiegogo promotional teaser, theatrical trailer, making of featurette, Chili Con Curtis Tonight music video, Blood Feast red carpet premiere from 2018, Blood Feast scare cam rounds out the special features on this thing. H.G. Lewis himself makes a very small cameo in this, which I think he died right around the making of this movie too, so it may be the last role that he was in a movie, which is kind of interesting considering Blood Feast is probably his most well-known, the original from '63, his most well-known movie. Now this 4K, the transfer on this is fantastic. HDR, Dolby Atmos sound and everything. Synapse always does a fantastic job with everything they release. So this is a fantastic addition. The movie itself, it left a lot to be desired for the Creepy Kentuckian. Maybe you'll like it. It is out now. Check it out. Be sure to check us out. We're over at deadpit.com.
Give us a thumbs up.
Up you butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck. If you do
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. Click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.